Shout out to everybody who guessed that Condola was pregnant. I do not know where you guys got that from, but you were right. Hey, welcome to Spirit Soul Sense, information for your soul. I am Shareece, and Issa and Molly are working out their friendship, and that's really all I wanted to see at the end of season 4. This episode, I guess every episode feels like a lot, but then feels like nothing. Most of the episode was centered around Tiffany and finding her in the midst of her despair and depression and postpartum, feeling overwhelmed by the new life that she has with a baby. I'm glad they included that. Like, that's cool and all, but you know, the highlight for me in all of Insecure is Molly and Issa's friendship, because it mirrors so much. Oh my gosh, it mirrors so much of my actual friendship that I'm working out with a friend of mine. And I think, you know, their friendship breakdown and building up is going to be a long road coming. It certainly feels that way for me. But I think they're on the right path. So at the end, I did think it was going to be Nathan at the end. Okay. I think Nathan and Issa should be together, so I was hoping it was Nathan, but I was glad it was Molly at the very end, and they met up at their Ethiopian restaurant. That, you know, was that in season 1 that we met them at this restaurant? It was great. And the time when they were in the bus looking for Tiffany, and they were each talking to Derek and, you know, trying to build him up and encourage him, like, we're gonna find her, it's gonna be okay. I think they were talking to each other and thinking, well, this is worth saving and this is worth working on. And we just have had stuff going on, but we can be here to support each other. Like, as much as we want it to work, we can make it work. You know, I thought it was very interesting. In this season, we got to meet Issa and Molly's family. And a lot of that was, you know, on purpose, because they didn't have each other as support systems. And so we see Issa going to her mother for comfort. We see Molly not really having many other friends or people. Around Thanksgiving, we got to see her family. We got to see how she made up with her father. And so it was like, okay, your lives are full circle. You guys don't have each other to bounce things off of anymore. So it makes sense that you're then reaching out to your family. Very interesting that in this season finale, we see both of their lives sort of break down. I mean, not only do they have to end up looking for their friend who has just gone MIA, but Molly and Andrew are breaking up. I think anyone could have predicted that. Andrew never looked happy when he was with Molly. And if we think back to what happened after Coachella, Andrew was so insistent on pursuing Molly, giving her back her jacket, and she was always like so nonchalant, uninterested. It feels like he's always been trying to prove himself, to bend over backwards, like he's saying, to accommodate people in his life. And that's not the healthiest trait, but it makes sense that that's the trait he would have that would allow him to be with Molly for as long as he was with, because Molly is like selfish. Is Molly selfish? Molly definitely has this way about her, and we got to see it with Andrew. The whole not letting things go, saying F you to his brother, not then wanting to be around his brother or anyone else who may have wronged her. And, you know, they showed a bunch of little things that she would not let go of, like the restaurant that got the naan wrong, like so many little things that she did that culminated in when they were at the event for her work and he wanted to go home. Listen, I am not going to be able to be with a partner when I say I'm ready. Like, you have to understand, my meter is going to run out and I will not be in the best position to interact with people. Support me and I will support you. And we see that Andrew is willing to support her and stay out later. But now when we get in and he wants to relax in the way that he relaxes in watching something on TV, you don't want him to watch it without you? Girl. So Andrew then saying, what are you fighting for? To Molly was so on point. because I think she's been so caught up in, oh, my man is so accommodating. Oh, he's so great. This is how he builds me long term. That I think she's more caught up with the idea of being in a relationship than actually being in the relationship and being happy. You are like within the first 6 months of a relationship. Y'all don't need therapy. You need to break up. You know, like Andrew says, I don't think it should be this hard. That's literally the way I feel about dating. If it starts to feel hard, if in the first 3 months it is feeling hard, no. This is the time when it's supposed to be honeymoon all day, every day. We good, we so happy. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, we're lovey-dovey. It's just sickening, okay? It's not gonna be hard. I'm not interested in things where I have to bend over backwards. Like, you're bending over, like, I'm not with it. So I fully support Andrew's decision to break up. And I mean, I don't really see the need for them getting back together. Like, that's a clean breakup. You know, we tried and we just aren't really compatible. I think compatibility is important, especially when you're in your 30s and you're looking for a long-term relationship. Look for someone who's compatible. And I think you know that very early on. I think the signs were ignored by both. I think they were both growing, learning. Well, I say relationships is for the evolution of your soul. And I definitely think, like, Andrew grew, right? He became more open in a relationship. Molly definitely grew. This girl went back to therapy while in this relationship because so many triggers were happening for her. They both are gonna benefit from that. Issa and Lawrence, they are so cute together. They're so cute together. I didn't think that they needed to get back together. But like any couple that you may know, like, people break up and they broke up once for a big thing and got back together after a period of time. I don't know that enough time passed, but I'm not mad at couples who get back together, especially if it's something like cheating and you've explored the reason and it's likely to not happen again. To me, those are like the best circumstances for building something stronger. The idea is that the mistakes that were made before, you don't make again, and your road ahead is more clear. It seems like that's where they were going. Why Lawrence was insistent on moving to San Francisco, I don't know, but people move, I move, like, I get it, new jobs, whatever. Issa saying that she would go, great, love that. I mean, y'all are dope together, that would be cool. I guess we needed her life to fall apart some way in order for her to get back, to agree to meet with Molly and for them to, you know, want to be each other's support again. I have a video coming out in a few weeks about being 17 and pregnant, right? I feel like abortion is not for me. I wouldn't have one. It's just not for me. But you see, I'm 31 now and I'm not getting an unplanned pregnancy in my 30s. I know it happens, but like Condola, and your name is Condola. You were named after Felicia Rashad's daughter. You have lots of common sense. You are so put together. I like, Condola doesn't really seem like the person to have an unplanned pregnancy. Does she? I'm not having an unplanned pregnancy in my 30s. I'm not having an abortion either, but I'm not having an unplanned pregnancy in my 30s. I know people do that, but I'm not doing that. I'm not. And she's doing it with someone she's not even with. Women do that. People do that. I was a little shocked when they cut scene, I'm pregnant. Oh my gosh, I was like, whoa, what? What do you mean you're pregnant and you're keeping it and you can be as involved as you want? Okay, well, after the shock of that wears off, because it's shocking, but having a baby is not the most shocking thing. Lots of people have oops babies. Think of some of your favorite celebrities. Lots of people have oops babies. Babies that happened when you weren't in a relationship with someone. Babies that happened when you were just kind of dipping and doing it after you got out of a relationship, but then went back to the relationship and then, oops, I got pregnant. That happens. And so I don't think someone having a baby outside of the relationship means the relationship is doomed. I really do not think that. I think it'll become like a new normal. It will be like sad and unfortunate that Issa doesn't get to have Lawrence's first child. But if she gets past the ego, the embarrassment, she can definitely still maintain a healthy relationship with Lawrence, and Lawrence can still be as active as he wants to be. And I mean, Lawrence is a stand-up guy. He can remain as active as he wants to be in his kid's life. Like, it's shocking, but it's very much doable. Like, that's not the end of the world. If you love this person, you will love their child, and you will support them in whatever decision they make. But this is a TV show, and she don't have to be with Lawrence. She don't have to be with Lawrence. And I like Nathan better, so. I work in mental health, so I just love Nathan. Bring yourself here, Nathan, and let's love on each other. Let's build something with a strong foundation, without all the messiness, without this baby. I mean, Lawrence is great. Like, I'm Team Lawrence. I love Lawrence. But Issa don't have to be with him. And I mean, they're cute together, but I prefer Nathan. That's it. But this season was amazing. I loved it. Maybe this is one of the best seasons. It was really, really good. The friendship, all the friendship in it. You know, I did think we were gonna get an episode with Kelly. I know so many Black women have been talking about why doesn't Kelly have more? And Kelly's a writer. Kelly, why don't we have more? Natasha Rothwell, why don't we have more of Kelly? More? I just feel like I have to say that. So let me know what you think. I'm so glad Molly and Issa are working their friendship out. Any shockers for you in this season finale? Let me know in the comments, and thank you for watching.